A day in the life of a transaction coordinator. Part 3. Welcome back to the channel. If you've been following this series, you already know how we verify contracts and set up a rock-solid digital transaction file. But today, we're diving into the next critical phase, coordinating with escrow and title companies. This is the stage where a transaction really starts moving toward closing, and making sure everything is handled accurately, on time, and without miscommunication is key to avoiding delays and last-minute chaos. So, if you've ever had an escrow-related issue, rest assured, I'll keep your escrow on track and ensure nothing falls through the cracks. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to expect from a TC as it relates to escrow and title, how I track and troubleshoot potential title issues before they cause delays, never underestimating the key role escrow plays in keeping the deal secure and legally protected, and how I keep all parties updated and one step ahead throughout the process. Let's jump in. As soon as a contract is fully executed, meaning all parties have signed, I immediately send it to the escrow or title company. This kicks off the process of opening escrow and ensuring that all transaction details are properly recorded. One of the biggest mistakes in this step? Delays in submitting paperwork. A contract sitting in an inbox for a day or two can set back the entire process. To avoid that, I make sure my email to escrow includes everything they need to start processing immediately. Here's what I include in this email. The fully signed purchase agreement, including all pages, initials, and signatures. Any required addendums or amendments, such as price adjustments, contingencies, or repairs. A transaction summary, outlining key details like closing date, earnest money amount, and any seller-paid closing costs. Contact details for all parties involved. Buyer, seller, agents, and lenders. And any special instructions from the contract, like repair agreements, rent backs, or seller concessions. A clear, detailed submission means fewer back-and-forth emails later and keeps the escrow process moving forward smoothly. The title report is one of the most critical documents in a real estate transaction. This report confirms that the property has a clear title, meaning there are no legal issues, unpaid debts, or ownership disputes that could prevent the sale. What the title report checks for: unpaid mortgages or liens, if the seller has unpaid property taxes or outstanding loans. Ownership history and deed transfers, to confirm the seller legally owns the property. Easements or restrictions, which may limit how the buyer can use the property. Pending legal claims or judgments that could interfere with the transaction. One of the biggest deal killers? Unexpected liens, things like unpaid HOA fees, contractor disputes, or even old second mortgages that were never properly released. That's why I don't just assume everything is fine. I follow up immediately after ordering the title report and keep track of its progress. What I do while waiting for the title report: I check public records for anything that might cause a delay. I confirm the seller has no unresolved financial obligations tied to the property. If anything concerning pops up, I alert the agent as soon as possible to proactively address it. Being proactive instead of reactive keeps the transaction moving and prevents last-minute surprises. Once escrow is officially opened, I stay in constant contact with the escrow officer to ensure everything is on track and documented properly. This step is about tracking progress and making sure all funds are received on time. Here's what I confirm. Earnest money deposit. Has the buyer wired or delivered their deposit? Has escrow confirmed receipt, disclosures, and required documents? Have all necessary forms been signed and uploaded into escrow's system? Title commitment issued. Has the preliminary title report been shared with all parties? A proactive transaction coordinator keeps escrow accountable and ensures funds and documents don't fall through the cracks. A common issue I run into? Buyers delaying earnest money deposits. If that happens, I follow up and send a gentle reminder to ensure compliance with contract terms. Missing a deadline here can jeopardize the deal, so it's crucial to stay on top of it. A big part of my job is keeping everyone on the same page, because miscommunication is the #1 cause of transaction delays. After escrow is opened, I send clear, concise updates to all parties so there's no confusion. Who I update and why I update agents for the buyer or seller. To confirm escrow is opened and title is in progress, I update the lender to ensure they have what they need for loan processing. I update the clients, buyer or seller, so they know what's happening and what's expected next. Keeping an open line of communication prevents last-minute scrambling and keeps the process stress-free for everyone. Before moving on, I triple-check that everything is moving forward as planned. The executed contract has been sent and acknowledged by escrow. The title report has been ordered and is in progress. Earnest money deposit and any required funds are received. All agents, lenders, and clients are fully updated. At this stage, we're one step closer to closing. Next up, we'll dive into lender coordination and contingency management, where we make sure financing, inspections, and appraisals all stay on schedule. And that's how I handle escrow and title coordination to keep every deal moving forward without delays. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss part 4, where we'll cover lender coordination and contingency management. Got questions or tips of your own? Drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear how you handle this part of the transaction. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.